In the late 1950s, a shocking and bizarre love story unfolded in New York City involving Burt Pugach, a married attorney, and Linda Riz, a young and beautiful woman. Their relationship would become infamous for its dramatic twists, a tale of obsession, betrayal, and a horrific crime that would leave the city in shock. But what happened next was so unexpected, so unbelievable, that no one could have seen it coming. This is the story of Burt Pugach and Linda Riz, a couple whose lives would defy all logic and leave us questioning the very nature of love, forgiveness, and the lengths people would go for what they desire. Welcome to As Told by Bells, where we dive into the most baffling mysteries and unsolved cases. To stay in the loop and to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel. You might just help solve a mystery. Burt Pugach was a successful lawyer in his early 30s, married but unhappy in his marriage. In 1957, he met Linda Riz, a 20-year-old woman from the Bronx, and became instantly infatuated with her. Despite their age difference and Burt's marital status, the two began a passionate affair. Burt showered Linda with gifts, promises, and attention, and she fell deeply in love with him. However, Burt's promises of leaving his wife for Linda turned out to be empty. For 2 years, Linda waited for Burt to divorce his wife, but he never did. Frustrated and heartbroken, Linda decided to end the relationship. She began dating other men, including a kind and stable man named Larry Schwartz, whom she eventually became engaged to. Burt Pugach, however, could not let Linda go. He became increasingly obsessed with her, even after she ended their relationship. He stalked her, threatened her, and tried to sabotage her new relationship. Burt's behavior grew more erratic and dangerous. He even hired private investigators to follow Linda and her fiancé. In one chilling incident, Burt called Linda and warned her, "If I can't have you, no one else will." Linda took his threats seriously and went to the police, but they dismissed her concerns, believing Burt was just a jilted lover blowing off steam. On June 15, 1959, Linda's worst fears came true. As she was sitting in her apartment, a man knocked on her door, claiming to have a package for her. When Linda opened the door, the man threw a jar of lye, a highly corrosive chemical, in her face. The attack left Linda permanently blinded and disfigured. She was just 22 years old. The crime shocked New York City and made national headlines. Linda's life was forever changed, and her dreams of a happy future with Larry Schwartz were shattered. Burt Pugach quickly became the prime suspect, but there was no direct evidence linking him to the attack. Burt was eventually arrested and charged with the crime. The trial was a media sensation, with the public captivated by the story of a wealthy lawyer driven to madness by love and jealousy. During the trial, it was revealed that Burt had hired two men to carry out the attack, offering them $2,000 to throw the lie in Linda's face. Despite his defense team's effort to portray Burt as a man driven by passion rather than malice, he was found guilty and sentenced to 14 years in prison. Linda, meanwhile, struggled to rebuild her life, learning to live with her blindness and the emotional scars of the attack. After serving 14 years in prison, Burt was released in 1974. By then, his life had fallen apart. His legal career was over and he was estranged from his family. But what happened next was even more shocking than the crime itself. Burt reached out to Linda, who was now living a quiet life in the Bronx. Despite everything he had done to her, Linda agreed to meet him. Over time, the two rekindled their relationship. In 1974, Burt and Linda got married, stunning everyone who knew their story. Their marriage was far from perfect. Bert's controlling behavior and Linda's lingering trauma from the attack created tension between them. However, they remained together for decades, becoming a symbol of forgiveness and second chances. The story of Burt Pugach and Linda Riz is a complex and controversial one. It raises questions about love, obsession, forgiveness, and the possibility of redemption. While some saw their reconciliation as a testament to the power of love, others criticized Linda for forgiving the man who had destroyed her life. In 2007, their story was the subject of a documentary titled Crazy Love, which brought their bizarre tale to a new generation. The film explored the psychological dynamics of their relationship and the enduring bond they shared, despite the horrific events that brought them together. Linda Riz passed away in 2013, and Burt Pugach died in 2020. Their story remains one of the most unusual and captivating love stories in modern history, a reminder of the dark and unpredictable nature of human relationships. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the mysteries of the unexplained. Remember to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on every captivating story we uncover. Until next time, keep your eyes open and your mind curious. Stay tuned for more stories from As Told by Bells.